Yesterday we were talking about Snowflake, Snowflake students and Snowflake, the Snowflake trainee teacher that wept because the day ended at 6:30 and he felt very, very stressed. Well, I now like to mention what I think might be another example of Snowflake people, and it's Snowflake parents. And they seem to live in East Sussex. East Sussex County Council sent a leaflet out to parents whose children have missed at least 3 days of the current school year. And this leaflet gives them advice on being more organised. And it says, don't send your child to school if it's just got a minor ailment, a bit of a sniffle. And of course the parents are outraged.
Oh, do you know what? Gone are the days when snowflake was a really nice word. I am so sick.
It went hand in hand with Christmas.
Exactly.
It says children should attend school if they have a cold, headache or minor illness. Well, back in my generation, which we all know is pre-even David Attenborough.
Victorian times.
Yeah. As I remember, my mum went out to work, my dad went out to work really early, like 7:30. Then my mum went out to work, locked the front door, we were out on the way to school. There was no, like, whinging, standing on the step, I've got a sniffle. The nurse sorted it out.
I agree with that, and I was exactly the same. I believe in sending your kids, unless they get sent home, it's all right. But I was watching yesterday, and I think that my generation get a really tough rap as people that can't be bothered to go to work, don't want to do full hours, you know, have no aspiration for anything. And actually, I think it's quite the contrary. I think that actually, as far as I can see in the peers around me, we're a generation of really hard-working people who want to be affluent and successful and make change in our lives. And this whole association that we have as younger people who are in touch with our mental health, and we open about things like that, I think it gets tarred in with this kind of disability to be able to work or to be able to do anything, and I don't think that's the case.
You mean you're sensitive?
I'm not sensitive, I am sensitive, but I'm also hardworking, a great parent.
Yeah, well, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that a lot of young people between 18 and 30 don't have the mindset, the robust mindset that my generation had to have to go out to work and get a job. A lot of them simply don't. They get upset by things that we just coped with.
I don't think that's true. I know plenty of people above the age of 30 who don't want to get up and go to work. Every time I speak to them, they're like, yeah, not bad, I'm not bad, everything's okay. You know, the same attitude to life that some younger people have. I just think we're being tarred with this brush because I think it's because we are more in touch with, you know, I don't feel happy about this, this is something I want to stand up for, this is something I don't believe in. We're happy to put those thoughts across, whereas there might have been a couple of generations
ago. Well, you're
ago.
self-obsessed.
No, I am.
I have to say, I might be a bit of a snowflake nan and mum. Louis hated primary school and was often saying he weren't very well, and if he said he wasn't very well, then I wouldn't take him in because I believed him. You know, if he's not well, he's not well.
It was quite nice having him at home.
It was quite nice having him at home with me. And if he said he had the runs or something, how can you prove that he hasn't got the runs? And I think one time I caught him with a hot water bottle on his head, trying to give himself a temperature, so he wouldn't have to go in. But
there might have been other reasons why he didn't want to go to school. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's always something. It's not like you're a bad parent. It's just you work out how each child reacts and responds differently, and you
But don't you think
yourself.
that a lot of parents today are too sympathetic to their children? I've seen so many people who regard their children as their friend instead of their children, and that's a very dangerous...
I don't think that's a new thing. I don't think that's a new thing. I think that's been around for a really long time, and I've seen adults that had that as a childhood. I don't think that specifies this generation. I really don't.
And what about the parents who just can't say no to their kids, that all these ads are going on, just returning to where we started a few minutes ago. All these ads are on telly now, and kids are going to see all this stuff, and it's all packaged as a lovely film. Parents are going to be under enormous pressure, and loads of parents just will give in, even though they can't...
Well, I think everything's a bit more disposable nowadays than it was, you know, in my parents' generation. You just couldn't buy the big things that you buy now. No. But also, I do think ad companies have a moral obligation to not pressurise people into buying things constantly, but obviously they don't. So that does affect our society. However, I don't think there's any more parents that are like, here, have everything now, than there were...
No,
don't be ridiculous.
It's a class
I can't
thing.
believe
If
you're
you can't afford it, you know, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. It's a class
Parents give
thing.
kids so many more toys than we ever had.
But
now,
that's because
now you can get the hanky.
That's because toys are cheaper, so they might be able to buy more
It's
stuff.
waste. What about the environment? All this plastic waste.
You recycle it.
Are you even more of a snowflake nan than you are a snowflake mum?
Probably. I mean, they sit and they say, every time the adverts come on, they go, I want that. I'll go, yeah, you can have it done. Because you're not going to get everything that she wants. It's just like you get her one nice little present.
Yes, okay.
God, if only she'd been mine now.
How different you might be, Janet, eh?
No, I doubt it.
You might have an art.